Head coach Rick Santos for UNH used to be known well as Ricky Santos, the quarterback for UNH. He had an incredible career for the Wildcats, and he said that he actually dropped the Y when he started coaching, so he's Rick. It sounds a lot more professional and a lot more stoic, he said. So he's actually a local Massachusetts native. This is a little bit of a homecoming for him. He went to UNH and had a 4-year starting career, 4 straight playoffs, 3-time All-American, and was a Walter Payton Award winner. He actually was an undrafted free agent signed by the Kansas City Chiefs. He bounced around a little bit coaching, eventually became the head coach of his alma mater. It's his 3rd season, and he is just having a blast, guys. Back, you're watching Harvard hosting UNH football here on this Friday night on NESN. And these two coaches, Andy Orrick for Harvard and Rick Santos for UNH, actually have a little bit of an interesting history. They've met once before today, and it was because Coach Orrick was interviewing Coach Santos for a job when he was at Princeton. He was the offensive coordinator at Princeton. They had lunch. That job didn't end up working out, but life is so funny. This game planned years before either of these two became the official head coaches. Santos now the head guy at his alma mater, Andy Orrick here at Harvard. They were happy to reconnect pregame, guys.
Speaking of the head coach for New Hampshire, he caught up with Amanda Keane, and let's check down with the 3rd member of our crew.
Thanks, Alex. Coach Santos said he's proud of his team. They're playing hard and they're playing clean. But he said what Harvard is doing really well is they're holding us to field goals in the red zone. He says we have to keep them in front on defense. They beat us long twice. That's what's kept them in this game. Now, Andy Orrick for the Crimson says we just want to keep doing what we're doing. We have to make them earn it. We've been doing that, and their energy is great. He says he hopes that they're able to keep that energy going from the first half and carry it through the end of the game, guys.
Terrific, Amanda, as UNH starts with a fake and a flip to the left side. This is caught by Logan Perez. The ball pops out. Harvard jumping on it. They think they have it, and they do.
Welcome back. I'm here on the UNH sideline, and of course, as you know, as someone who watches college football, a lot of teams do something fun when they have a turnover. Perhaps it's a chain, perhaps it's a belt. But here for the UNH Wildcats, it's something a little different. It is a cape and a sword. Why, you ask? Well, they call themselves the Kings of the North when they are able to make a turnover. It's because they play all teams North New Jersey except for one. So they are the Kings of the North. Now, I just said to head coach Rick Santos, I said, Coach, no one's gotten it yet this game. He came over, he touched it a little bit, gave it a little bit of luck, and I was told explicitly I am not allowed to touch this cape, guys.
Don't want it to be somebody other than a UNH player.
Last week, same end of game scenario, up 5, a few minutes left to go. This time you went for it. Xavier Bascon got that first down. What went into that decision?
I wore the headset, we talked, and I said, guys, let's go win the game. Win the game. We're not going to play scared, we're going to win the game. And they executed, and the guys executed along that drive. That was the big difference. The offense took the game in their own hands and won it.
Last week, an emotional loss. What are your thoughts on the way that your team rebounded and came out and won tonight?
I was not surprised one bit. After that game last week, we had a staff meeting, and I asked the guys who've been around here for a while, I said, how do you think these guys are going to come out and respond? And they said, Coach, it won't be any problem. And we walked down that practice field. Those guys practiced really, really hard all week. They prepared really, really hard, and I fully expected this to be the outcome.
And when you talked about at halftime, the energy, you said their energy was great in the first half. They came out in the second half and had really great energy. What about your defense sustaining very long drives out there?
So they are a team, UNH, who loves big plays. And the defense knew that if they could make them earn it every drive, even if they got a touchdown and they had to earn it, we were going to be in good shape, and that's exactly what happened.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Guys?
Well, not a ton of individuals standing out offensively, but as a collective, Harvard did just enough, and then defensively they slowed down that Wildcat offense to allow them to take control of the game, Tyler.
Yeah, the big thing was the ability to run the ball effectively in the second half, and You just see the way they slowed down this passing attack. UNH did what they wanted to in the first half, was not the case in the final 30.
Well, the defense really took charge of this game and slowed down the powerful Wildcat passing game. Among them was Eric Little, the star linebacker, and you see he's standing on the field with Amanda.
Eric, Coach just talked about the defense, talking about how you couldn't let them get anything easy. They had to earn every point. How proud are you of your defensive performance today?
I couldn't be any more proud of the defense out there, man. We laid our bodies out on the line. We played hard every single play. We gave it everything we had, even in the face of adversity when they got big plays on us. We just kept them auto line up again, make them line up again every single time. And we ended up getting some huge stops in the red zone and just came out with the win.
Last week you had an emotional loss. It was a short week. You had to bounce back. How was this team able to do that?
Just by keeping the main thing. You can't change the past. We all know what happened. We watched the film. We learned from the game. And all we can do is just look forward and look to UNH, man. We just looked to this game, and it was just a dogfight, man. We knew it was going to be that way. And I'm just so proud of how our guys performed tonight.
Eric, congratulations. Send it back up to the guys in the booth.
Eric